Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. Ooh, the energy's a little bit tricky at the moment. I don't know, I feel a little bit tongue-tied, and I feel like whoever you're dealing with as your divine masculine right now is either showing up for you in some weird kind of way, or not showing up for you but wanting to show up for you, and it's this melancholy energy. So let's see what happens today. We're gonna tap into the energy, but this, first of all, this song is coming, and it's a Phil Collins song, and I'm not sure what the title is. Maybe you can write it down in the comments if you know, but it's I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all of my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord. So it's this, I want you to listen to that. If you, I don't know, is it in the air? I don't know, in the air tonight or something like that. But Phil Collins, listen to that song. There's a lot of messages and synchronicities coming through. Look who's with me today. It's Charlotte. This is kind of the mood of the divine feminine. It's kind of a little bit meh, whatever. You know, we were expecting rainbows and unicorns at one point in time, and you can be bitterly disappointed on the twin flame journey. What I've noticed a lot of you doing, because I do lots of counseling sessions and I help people with their twin flame journey to come into union, what I notice a lot of you doing is looking at the glass half full. So my cup of tea right now is, well, a little bit less than half full, but we can look at this cup and say it's half full, or we can say it's half empty. Okay, and this is something that people may or may not know as a, you know, as a terminology or as a saying. But if you're looking at something with half like I said, I'm tongue-tied because of the masculine. If you're looking at something half glass empty, then you're seeing it, you know, that it's missing something. You know, my divine masculine didn't do this. My divine masculine should have done this. My divine masculine could have done this. My divine masculine was, I don't know, I don't know, talking to Elon Musk on a spaceship instead of talking with me. You know what I mean? So we can get into that negative mindset on the twin flame journey, and that's all about ego. So what I want you to do before I start this reading is take a moment to pause, reflect on your own behavior and say, am I looking at everything half glass? Wow. Maybe one of your divine masculines is from Germany. That could be true. I don't know. Half glass empty or half, I've done it again. Wow. Half glass full. Say that 3 times fast. Harry's laughing at me in the background. He's hiding there somewhere. See, Chef's with us today too. Wow. He may or may not sing us a song right at the end. We'll see. But what is going on is that the divine feminine is in this melancholy attitude. And when she's in this melancholy attitude, she kind of looks a little bit like a sourpuss. And what comes at her is this energy of that. So you can wake up in the morning and decide to have a great day, or you can wake up in the morning and decide that everything is like that. Okay, so I want you, divine feminine, to make the choice from right now, from today, from this very moment, from this moment, I have been blessed. I live only for your happiness, right? I want you to, wow. Shania Twain, if she's watching today, wow, I don't think she'd be very happy with that. but you know what I mean. I want you to use your wisdom, Divine Feminine. You have more wisdom than you know. Just because outcomes may or may not be happening, or may be happening weirdly for you. Wow, my throat chakra, Divine Masculine's got a lot to say. Hang on. This is weirdness, right? See the top owl? He is kind of cool. He's calm, cool, and collected. But the one underneath is kind of striving too much. And this is what the Divine Feminine does, is that she's wow, she's trying to find outcomes in the 3D reality. So she's trying to do all this stuff to impress her Divine Masculine, or trying to do all this stuff, and she exhausts her own energy source instead of going into herself and integrating with source energy, whoever that is for you, Allah, Buddha, the angels, the Galactic Federation of Light, whoever it is that you know, combine with or go into when you meet yourself, your own soul. Your Divine Masculine, although he is in the 3D reality, that's part of the illusion. The illusion is that he's over there. The illusion is that he's in that other country. The illusion is that he's away from you. And that's the spiritual, see, that's the spiritual understanding that most of you don't get, is that he's away from you. Or you think he is. But if he has the same soul as you, and take gender how it resonates here, but if someone has the same soul as you, you have to go within. You have to nurture your own soul. You have to make sure you're okay. Not just spiritually, but in mind, body, and soul. All right? So if you feel you need help with this, please contact me, and I will work with you one-on-one to get you into union with your twin flame. It sounds really hard, but I've done it for many, 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 many twin flames. And your Divine Masculine, look at that. I love how the cards are spooky. Right, your Divine Masculine is ready and waiting for you to have your proper awakening so that you can bring him to you, if that's not happening for you. So let's dive in now and see what's going on with the masculine. Ooh. If you haven't got a cuppa yet, go and get one. Charlotte's going to join us. Turn that frown upside down, Charlotte. Let's see what we can see with the Divine Masculine. But make the decision right now to turn your frown upside down and smile. Okay, but from your own happiness from within. And if you're having a trouble with loneliness or with emptiness or with a feeling of melancholy, just know that that will pass. We're just going through a little bit of a, I don't know, what do I want to say, a kink in the road, a little kink in the road right now when it comes to the energies. And of course the whole world situation and blah blah on top of that is making life a teeny tiny little bit difficult. Right, okay. So yeah, Divine Feminine, this is the last message for you. Then we're going to move on. Stop looking at the heartbreak. Stop looking at what the universe is not bringing you. Stop seeing everything as half glass empty. If you're doing that, it's not for all of you, but a lot of you are. Okay, a lot of you are. At least a third of you are looking outside of yourself for that happiness. Maybe if I buy that dress, I'll be happy. Maybe if I go to that club, I'll be happy. Maybe if I do that thing that's outside of myself, I'll be happy. The true happiness comes from when you connect with source energy. So if you don't know how to do that, you can contact me via my email. I would love to hear from you. But we want to hold people coming together. You don't want to come into union when you're only half baked, right? If you were a cookie in the oven. Charlotte's laughing because she bakes lots of cookies, because she whisks everything around, right? She loves being upside down. Okay. Alrighty, Divine Masculine. He's having some kind of understanding where he's got a misunderstanding where you're missing the love. He doesn't understand why you're missing his love. It's like, well, I'm showing you that I like you. There's a miscommunication here, right? Look at this. Here's the divine feminine kind of going, well, where is he in the 3D? Maybe he's not showing up in the way that you'd like, or maybe he's not showing up how you thought he would show up. Some of you might have a cold. I feel like I've got the sniffles and I want to do that. Some of you may have you know, like a little cold or ascension symptoms or something like that. But that's what I feel like I want to do with you, divine feminine. I feel a little bit hot and flustered. Some of you are putting yourself in that position because you're overthinking it. The twin flame journey isn't about thinking. It's definitely about feeling. And he can't understand it because he's opened his heart to you in his way. So this is a really interesting energy here because we have the key here, and there's the rose. So he has it waiting for you, but he might not have given it to you in the way you expect. Maybe he just smiled at you last time you spoke to him, or maybe he just commented on a social media post and you thought that you were going to have a really long conversation over dinner or something like that. So whatever he's done, he's kind of let you down, I feel. But he's in this place of melancholy with you. He thinks everything's going fine. You know, he's thinking how mysterious you are and how amazing you are. And the word I want to use now is enchanted. He feels like he's in a forest with you, the Enchanted Forest, which was a book many years ago called The Enchanted Forest. And if you imagine the word enchanted, you think of all these magical things, like he doesn't know what you're going to do next, and he likes that. He finds you very, very spiritual, and he's not quite sure why you're coming off as a little bit defensive or not as interested. You know, he knows that in the past he may have been a little bit disinterested and a little bit defensive, but he's not sure why you're doing that now because he feels as though he's making an effort. His major worry is money, that he hasn't got enough money to get to you or to make ends meet for himself in his life. This is his major worry. There's some kind of job thing going on for many of the masculines, but when he's not focused on that, he's focused on the feminine. Here he is focusing on the Empress. So in his eyes, you're showing up as the Empress, even though you may have been worrying and you may have really literally been showing up as this card, the Nine of Swords. You know, that's what reality is, but he's thinking of you as the Empress. Very interesting energy here. So the Wisdom card has come again. You know, don't be clucking around like the owl flying around. Be the wise owl and just sit still and go into source. Notice how the owl is in nature here. You don't need to fly around looking for all these things outside of yourself. You're doing yourself an injustice, and his soul is here to tell you this today. You're doing yourself an injustice when you're looking outside of yourself for gratification, even from the masculine. When you're looking for gratification from the masculine right now, it's not working. You're not surrendering enough. You're not letting go enough. It's a very serious reading today. That's probably why Charlotte's with me. You have to be happy from within inside of yourself. You have to nurture your own soul for your masculine to want to be with you. And if you're not happy with inside of yourself, the masculine will stay away. The masculine will separate. And, you know, in 3D terms, you think, wow, he's being an arsehole. He's not doing the right thing. He's not showing up for me. He's not blah, 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 whatever it is. Finish the sentence yourself, fill in the blanks. But in reality, it's because you are not whole within yourself. You can't look to your masculine to save you. You can't look for this codependency with him. He will stay in this hanged man state until you become whole within and surrender. And for many of you, that surrender has been, you know what? F him. I'm going on with my life, and stuff him. He's not showing up for me, so I'm walking away from the twin flame journey. And the moment you do that, not necessarily the moment, but very close after that, all of a sudden you'll hear from your masculine. But you don't need to surrender in a bitter way. You can surrender in a way of, he will show up when he's ready to show up. Right now I'm nurturing my soul. And as I nurture my soul, I'm also nurturing the masculine. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't the fact that the divine wants you to nurture yourself so blissful here? That's what many of you don't understand. The bliss is that you are supposed to take care of you. The wonderment comes from reaching inside of yourself and nurturing your own soul. In 3D reality terms, we are taught to do all of these million, trillion, gazillion things for other people to make them happy. I should cook for them. I should clean for them. I should, buy them tickets to the movies or whatever it is. But when you're dealing with your twin flame, what you're doing is you've got to go within. You have to go within. The beauty of my courses is that I teach you how to manifest them coming in correctly, coming in with change, coming in doing the things that you would like them to do. Now he wants to say something now, and it's kind of going to be serious. So I wanted to muck around a little bit today, but he doesn't want me to. He wants me to be serious because he wants you to get this. He wants you to get this. Yeah. So he feels as though you see everything as, black and white, up and down, left and right, good or bad. It's either bliss or drama. And many of the masculines, take gender how it resonates, but many of them are men, are in the male form. Not all of them, but many of them are. And a lot of them have come to this place where they feel logical. They want to be logical. And it's not because they don't have emotion, but it's because the logic enables them to move through and glide through life without too many worries. If I be balanced, I don't have to be in this paranoid state. And he sees that the feminine can be so emotional that she grabs onto things. My auntie's cousin's mother said this to me. And when I went to the shop the other day, this woman, banged into me with her trolley, and how dare she? And he sees that she's still in her ego. And this is why this card is still here. He sees that there's some ego here. And with ego comes deception, because your own perception of what's happening and your own depth of understanding of what's happening is always, this is happening to me. I'm hard done by, says the divine feminine. Nothing's working out for me. And so he can't plan for the future with you, because you're dramatizing everything, and he doesn't want to dramatize everything. He wants to be flowing. And if you see him here, he's sitting quietly, he's sitting stoically, and he's just bringing love. He has his shoes off, he's relaxed, he is calm, he's wearing white for purity, and that is his soul, right? there is also it looks like, hang on, just let me see it properly. It looks like a B or an S or even a G. So for some of you, those letters may be important. B, S, or G on his shirt. It's very hard to see. And there's also an A. So your divine masculine's name may start with that, or their last name may start with that. He loves you very much, and he is transforming, but you're not seeing his transformation. You're refusing to see his transformation. And here is what you're seeing, divine feminine. You're seeing him off balance, and you're seeing, well, he doesn't really care, and he's like whatever and blah, blah, blah. But really, that's what you're doing. When you change your perception about something, like if I close my eyes, I can say to you, well, it's really dark in my room right now, and I can't see anything, and it's horrible because I don't know what's happening. But I've talked about this before. When you decide to walk up on top of that mountain, if you were a sim in the game before and you decide to walk up on top of the mountain and look down, you can go, well, the masculine did those things in the past because I wasn't whole within myself. I was needing all this stuff outside of myself. I was needing that dance class. I was needing that, that aerobic session to feel good. I was needing all of these things outside of me, and really all I needed to do, and they're fine, you can do that, but we need to nurture the soul. When you nurture the soul and have faith and know that God is on your side, then your divine masculine can feel it. And if it feels like he's sitting there doing nothing right now, it's because you're not going in and talking to source. You are not having a conversation with God or whoever it is that you believe in. And that is pivotal. Because when you feel like the Empress, he will show up. And to some degree, many divine feminines get so engrossed in their own spirituality or religion or whatever it is for you that makes you go within. And when the masculine comes, they kind of go, well, I don't even need him. Like I'm cool, I'm good, I'm in the garden. I'm in the garden of my own soul. And I feel good here, I feel safe here. But if you notice, her dress is full of roses. And what is he holding? He's holding a rose. You are him and he is you. And many of you forget that. You think that he's over there. He's separate from you. He's in another country, or he's down the road, or wherever he is. He is not separate. That's the illusion in this realm. That's the illusion. The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Whoa. Look at this. Stop arguing with yourself, divine feminine. Go within. This is the message from your masculine soul. Stop making this difficult. Stop overthinking it. This is an easy journey if you come out of the ego and into the soul. This is the soul's journey, not the ego journey. And the universe is waiting for you to open yourself up. Because right through there is your divine masculine, the union with your masculine. But you have to perceive everything as half glass full rather than half glass empty. If you're still saying, my divine masculine is a jerk, my divine masculine is a player, my divine masculine is XYZ, then the universe is going to show you that. You are literally manifesting it into being, right? Your divine masculine is waiting for the last cup here, and that is you. And that is a cup of love. You cannot be on the twin flame journey and have your ego and be bitter and be horrible and all of that. We need to come into love. You know, the whole planet needs this right now. The whole planet needs twin flames to you know, ante up, to come into ascension, to be loving, to feel that spirituality or that religion or whatever it is for you, to come into that and feel whole again. This woman is sitting on her own, and she doesn't need anything but God and nature. She knows that everything's okay. She is the queen of all queens. She has the wisdom, she has the love, she has the creativity and the wherewithal to move forward, even if the masculine is lagging behind. But she pulls the masculine to her by focusing on herself. And a lot of you need a big reminder today, a big reminder that that's what you need to do. Okay? Move away from those troubled waters. Okay, move away from what you think is trouble. Because a lot of you, what you think is trouble and what is really trouble is two different things. A lot of you make a mountain out of a molehill. And this is what your masculine is here saying to you today, is that if I don't get back to you on Monday when I said, and I tell you that something happened, you need to believe in me. You need to either believe in me or not believe in me. If you're going to believe in your masculine, believe in your masculine. If you're not, if you're going to be bitter and you're going to have all of these yucky words against them, then you are going to be manifesting them coming in yucky. So a lot of you need to understand this. And when you go within and you truly find source energy, you will feel a change. You will feel a shift, and you will have, you know, faith. Okay. Alrighty. So it's a very serious reading. I'm sorry to be so serious, but you know, a lot of you really needed to hear this today. Go within, nurture the self. As you do that, you're nurturing your masculine. You don't need to cook him dinner. You don't need to send him movie tickets. You don't need to, I don't know, spend $1 million on the person. That's all outer stuff. That's all in the 3D reality. You can do that later when you're in union if you want to. But even when you're in union, you're going to need to go within, go within, go within, go within, because you're trying to nurture the other half of your soul. And the other half of your soul isn't out there. It's in here. Okay? Alrighty, let's do... Whew, that was hard. Oh my goodness. We just lost Spoggy, but he'll be alright. Chef is here, and we need a little bit of humor today. So we're going to do Joyful, Joyful with Chef. But before we do, look what he believes in. He believes in aliens. Wow, that's kind of cool. Alrighty, so we're ready? We're going to do Joyful, Joyful together. We're going to have a big hug. I know lots of you need a big virtual hug today. If you need me, don't forget to reach out. My details are in the description box below. Are we ready? Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before you. By the way, what have you done for me, him lately? Not me. Ooh, yeah, Freudian slip. What have you done for him lately? Ooh, yeah, wow, he's got the moves. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of glory, God of light. Hearts unfold like flowers before him. By the way, what have you done for him lately? Ooh, ooh, yeah. What have you done for him lately? His face. Ooh, yeah. He says, make some mashed potato and have some, I don't know, something healthy for lunch or dinner or breakfast or wherever you are in the world, and learn how to twerk. Wow, we wish you a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Not all feminines needed to hear this message, but some of you did. So for those of you who did and I triggered you, I'm really sorry, but it's for your own good. And the message, of course, don't blame the messenger, blame your divine masculine, because he's looking you in the eye right now. And he's trying to tell you a message, and he's coming through me to tell you today to look at everything in positivity. We need to move from darkness into light. Okay, so I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Mwah. And cook something nice. See you later, everyone. Bye.